You know, I think it's important to, think outside of the box for the different things in your pantry and how many different ways can you use them. You know, I made a video earlier this year on how versatile pancake mix was. I mean, it's amazing all the things you can make with it. Well, coming up soon, or maybe already, you're seeing in the flyers in your Sunday paper sales for your local grocery store on different items that you use often in a Thanksgiving dinner. And I want to talk about one item and how versatile it can be, and you might not have thought of it. Now let me tell you how this video came about. The item I'm talking about is stovetop stuffing. And do you see the date on here? It says 11/20. I realized, I have a lot of these and I need to use them up. What can I make with them? Well, I started researching it and I was absolutely amazed how many things I could make with it. So I wanted to share some of this with you and then get your ideas down below. Now, this is not what I use for Thanksgiving dressing for my turkey. No. I think my family would disown me. I have my mom's, which was her mom's dressing recipe, and I'll put it up right here. It is fantastic, and it's probably a hard tack on a plate. So we only make it a couple times a year. But I do admit, occasionally we make up this, and we have it with a chicken dinner. It's quick, you can make it in 5 minutes. It's not a bad side. Now, is this the healthiest thing for you? No, it's not. I think when you look on the side, the calories is not bad. So, not something you want to use every day. But then, a lot of boxed items are heavy in sodium. It also has some hydrogenated soy oil and cottonseed oil, which might not be the best for you either. But nevertheless, this is seen on many, many American tables. And maybe Canadian tables too. I'm not sure if it goes international. So let's get started. Let me show you all the things that you can make with it. I really think you'll be amazed. Now, one of the first things I've done with this is add a little ingredients to make it a little bit more of a robust dressing. I fry up some Bob Evans sage sausage and a lot of onions and get those onions nice and golden, and then add them to this, but instead of using the 2 cups of water, I use chicken broth and a little splash of milk. It really makes a great stuffing. One of the other fun things I've done with this is put the package, that means not just the croutons, everything in a coffee grinder, grind it up, and it makes a great breading. I mean, just look at this. I breaded chicken, put them in my air fryer, and they turned out just great. Well, I think many of you are familiar with using stovetop stuffing in casserole. One of the popular ones is the easy recipe with stovetop. It uses boneless skinless chicken breasts, frozen mixed vegetables, and condensed cream of chicken soup and sour cream. And families seem to love it. Not my family, because my family really doesn't like casseroles much. It also can be used to make a breakfast casserole. This combines stovetop cheddar, cheese, bacon slices, eggs, milk, and spices for a great brunch casserole dish. How about a quiche? Doesn't this ham and cheese quiche look good? And the crust is stovetop stuffing. And it's very easy to make a shepherd pie with stovetop stuffing. This uses turkey or chicken, mashed potatoes, vegetables, and you bake it in a homemade crust. Great for using leftovers on Thanksgiving. Now, you can also use this to make meatloaf. This meatloaf recipe is a little different. It uses stovetop and it has a barbecue sauce on it with cheese on top. I bet it tastes really good. Now, most of us have cans of tuna on our shelf, and we can use those to make this recipe. So the stovetop makes a great binder for tuna cakes, made here with canned tuna, stovetop, shredded mozzarella, onions, and Miracle Whip. And I know my family loves Salisbury steak, and here's a fast and easy recipe. It's made with ground beef, stovetop, egg, onions, and topped with bottled gravy if you don't have any homemade gravy of your own. Now maybe you're camping and want to make, one of those foil packet meals and throw it over the campfire. Well, this is a recipe for foil packed chicken and broccoli dinner. And it's made with stovetop, chicken breast, broccoli, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and ranch dressing. And it also can be used to make meatballs. Here's a recipe for meatballs with a tangy cranberry dipping sauce. Now, you can also make meatballs, but make soup. Look at this recipe. You can make an Italian chicken meatball and bean soup. It really looks delicious. You make the meatballs out of ground chicken and stovetop, and the soup contains cannellini beans in a chicken broth and spinach. It really looks delicious and hearty on a cold winter day. Now, what about a side dish? Other than, of course, straight stuffing. You can make stovetop skillet fritters with cornbread stovetop, creamed corn, green chilies, and onions. And of course you want to dip them in a salsa sauce. While having a party during the holidays, then think about making an appetizer. Just mix crushed stuffing with canned crab meat, egg, mayonnaise, lemon juice, and seasoning, and bake it in the oven for 30 minutes. Believe it or not, you can also make biscuits from this. This drop biscuits recipe has only 6 ingredients, and of course one of those is stovetop. Now, I looked a lot for desserts using stovetop, and I couldn't find any. I thought there'd be some bread pudding out there or something, but I really couldn't find anything. But I did find cookies. Look at this. These were Thanksgiving cookies made with Pepperidge Farm stuffing, but I would think you could substitute stovetop. And they say they're really, really tasty. If somebody tries this recipe out, I'd love to know what you think of it. So, if you try any of these recipes, I'd love to know what you think of it. Comment below. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you have other ways that you use stovetop stuffing? Please comment below, and I hope you are having a wonderful start to the holiday season months. Prepper Potpourri saying stay safe. Thank you.